just cables everywhere.
Oh my god, dude. All right, here we go. We did it. Welcome back to another episode of Scumbag or Scoundrel.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
Today we got a guest. I'm pretty excited for this guy. We Dean Hebscher, comedian, does his he has a podcast, Clean Hamster Podcast. If you want to check that out, very funny guy. He actually went to Humber as well. Humber Comedy. Shout out.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for the debt.
What did you do?
They've already got your money, buddy.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Wow, those placement jobs really helped me out. Jesus.
Here you are in a basement.
Yeah.
Doing
You go to
our
Humber
shit.
Comedy, you'll be
Yeah.
having your own podcast in your own basement, pal.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, obviously, like, this is something that I talk about with a lot of comedians with COVID and everything. It's affected, obviously, your kind of comedy life. Like, how much has it changed since prior to COVID and now during COVID?
I've written a ton of stuff during COVID, and I think it's been pretty good because being alone is tough, but still you're like, I'm still like giggling at shit when I walk around my house. I'm still like finding ways to like entertain myself, and I still like I call my friends all the time and stuff like that. And we're like I don't feel like I've lost anything.
Well, it's good that you've been constructive because for me anyway, it's been pretty easy to just be like a depressed fucking stupid piece of shit and be like,
For sure it has. Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
For sure it has. Yeah, I've been sad.
Can't work. I'm sad.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Gotta be happy to write
And then I
jokes.
call a 1-800 number and like apply for money. And then 2 days later it's in my account. And I'm like, this is pretty good.
Hey man, free money right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then my dad's like, you gotta pay that back. I'm like, don't talk to me about that right now.
Shut up.
I'm living it
It's
up.
not how socialism works, Dad.
It doesn't matter. The government's going to collapse in another couple of years. This money is going to go.
I'm the richest I've ever been because of not working. That's bullshit.
Isn't that crazy?
That's so annoying.
You're better off.
I have been
better
so
off.
much
I've
more
actually just been
financially
like,
stable.
oh my god. I'm looking at my bank account on my phone. I'm just like, oh my god, nothing's in the minus. I'm just like, whoa, this is crazy.
I might be
COVID has
coming in,
genuinely made me the most financially stable I think I've ever been in my life, too,
exactly.
which is crazy. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not working, and now I have more money than.
And healthy.
Yeah.
I've been pretty healthy. I've been drinking a lot of water and like eating okay.
I've went so downhill.
Or not, you know what? Or there is
I was
a week.
already bad, and then COVID hit, and I was like, well, no one's got to see me. Fuck it, man. Let's take this train right off the rails.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's either a week of you're like, cool, I'm making chicken, I have a salad, I'm having a banana for breakfast with a coffee, or the next week it's just all Uber Eats.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, Uber Eats is very
Yeah.
easy to get fucking snuck into.
You guys want to get something to eat after this?
You guys want to split on some Uber Eats?
You want to get some dumplings? See what happens?
Hey, dude, I'm actually a pro Uber Eats cyclist.
Oh,
delivery.
yeah.
I'll go
Yeah.
get that shit for you,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Yeah, we're
It's
gonna
not.
actually order something. We're gonna set you out to go get it and bring it back.
That's what my girlfriend.
Tip ya.
That's what my girlfriend always says. Like, oh, if we order it, you can go get it and you make money. I'm like, no, I still give 50 cents to Amazon for picking it up, and then we pay them the charge to go get it.
No, babe, tonight's our night in. I'm not working.
I'll go get it.
There's other guys on bikes.
Steve will handle it, dude.
Yeah,
He'll get
exactly.
it.
Yeah, Steve's a good guy. Yeah, man. So I think because you mentioned you had like a couple of stories potentially, or
Yeah, I
just
do.
one? Yeah.
I have a lot of fucking
Yeah,
bad.
Dean's a little bit of a. You were telling me some stories in the car. I was having a really good kick out of it.
Oh,
I've
right.
done some god awful things from ages 17 to actually, you know what? Fuck it. 2 years old to now. It's just like there's tons of stuff along this timeline where I'm like, oh, like whoa, and I have to like take a step back and be like, what was the thought process behind that? Mostly it's because you just chalk it up to the fact that you're a dumb kid.
Yeah.
And I tell a lot of crazy stories on my own podcast, and I have to put like a warning at the front to be like, hey, mom or dad, if you're listening, which I know you probably might be, like, because, you know, they're my parents and they love me.
Yeah. They want to support
And they
you.
support, exactly. Like, even my brother, Jake, I'm just like, I'll literally be like, Jake, shut it off.
You don't want to hear this one.
Shut it off right now. Yeah. It's not cool. And he's like, oh, and he's like, all right. And then he'll just be like, hey, I actually did listen. I'm like, don't tell mom about that, because she already doesn't see me that often, and she doesn't need to hear about something I did when I was like 22. Well, and
she, you know, assumably like parents sometimes. Well, I don't know how much your parents love you, but they'll have like I know mine didn't really that much. It was like
that's an awesome thing.
They have like a higher belief of who you are in their kid.
They're separated, so Not that much.
Christmases.
Not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No,
were the
one
reason for it.
Hanukkah actually.
I loved you, but not enough to keep it
Yeah,
together.
exactly. But I told a story on my podcast a couple of days ago where when I was 21 and I was working at a bar downtown, a man left his money clip full of browns and reds. Like it was only hundreds and fifties. And I was so angry at the world and underpaid and underappreciated at this job that I stole $500 from his money clip that he left behind the bar so he wouldn't spend the money because he knew the bartender. You know what I mean? He was like, hey, he was like, hold on to this. I don't want to spend all of it tonight. And then the bartender just, this girl I was
you won't be
working with,
spending all of it tonight.
she just went, don't worry, baby, I'll hold on to it. Before we know it, it's 3 a.m. I'm the only one closing the bar, only one out on the floor. And I was like, fuck that guy. And I just literally took $500
That felt good, probably too.
Man,
What did you do with the money?
Well, it went all to rent, and then I just kind of
okay.
like had a nice.
You were like responsible.
I
with
was
it then.
ahead,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, my mom heard that, and she was like, you could have asked me, and I was like, no, but then I would have owed someone $500.
Yeah. When you steal it, you don't owe.
When
You
you
just
steal
find
it
it.
from someone you have no ties with, you're good. You're just up $500.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
This guy sounds like an asshole too. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I got to get rid of my money or I'll spend it." Like,
Also, if you're
take
walking
it.
around with
Take
like, I
it.
swear to God, this guy had like $1,500. If
Yeah.
you're walking around with that much, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
You're
Also, he's
begging to get
probably
robbed.
hammered. Once he got his money clipped back, he's probably.
I
like,
don't
oh,
mean
shit,
to
like-
say this, but you're asking for it, buddy. Like, fuck off. And like me with like I'm a bar back with the wettest jeans, and I'm like angry, and I'm just fucking
Soaked
it's
in
cold,
booze,
and I don't live close to where I work, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm just angry at the
Taking
world.
a cab home.
Oh my
baby.
god, yeah, exactly. I'm taking a cab out when I'm getting something from 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's
Gonna
exactly.
get some of those taquitos.
That's
baby.
exactly what happened. Yeah.
3 for 7, baby.
Some of those diarrhea nachos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're awesome.
They're so good when you're hammered. I had
They're
it once
so
when
good,
when I
yeah.
was sober though. Let me tell you, I was very off put by it, and I had it sober the one
Which
time.
flavor did you get? The cream cheese one?
I got those.
ones suck.
I got
Those are bad.
I got
Those are
those
bad.
nachos where that has like the fake cheese sauce and the fake gross meat
Yep.
that pours
Oh,
out of
yeah.
like.
Those are
Yeah.
fire when you're fucked up.
When you're hammered, they're great. I had it when I was sober, and I got maybe a quarter through it, and I was like, "What am I doing with my life?"
And they've changed that cheese, dude. That cheese used to be better. It's now like more like fucking cheese whiz kind of cheese. And I'll go on fucking record, dude. Something has changed.
Hey,
in the
Eddie's
fucking
on
cheese,
Something
record.
dude.
needs to be done.
7-Eleven has changed their cheese sauce. Eddie's
What are
on
you
record.
doing?
Come on, 7-Eleven.
I've been a loser forever. I know what you're up to.
Yeah, think
Yeah.
about that. He noticed you changed the cheese.
Bring that cheese back.
fake-ass
Bring that
gross.
cheese
He
back.
noticed that you changed the cheese.
Which for sure that cheese is just like straight up like powder
what does that
and
say
water
about you?
mixed together.
Or
Like,
him?
It actually comes in a bag.
Yeah.
I've seen them reload it because I went to get cheese and I got the
it
last
comes
squirt.
as the liquid.
It comes in a bag in a liquid, and they put it in the thing, and I'm sure that machine just heats it up. But what was in that bag 5-6 years ago? You know,
Fire.
It's different now. Whatever's
Yeah.
in there now. So I'm not eating.
Whatever's in there
I'm not
now.
eating celery. I don't fucking need cheese whiz.
Wow.
And that's it for me. I'm sorry I blew
Hey,
up on
Eddie's
you
new-
guys.
Yeah, this is the new Eddie Rants podcast about 7-Eleven.
Jesus Christ, man.
Sorry, dude. I bring you on here and
was
I
awesome.
just go to war.
And what does that all say about you? That's just crazy.
That I'm in a great decline, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the new Great Depression. We're all freaking happy.
The cheese is different. I can't afford anything.
Yeah.
This sucks,
Yeah.
dude.
Also, yeah. Exactly.
All right, man. Well, I think that brings us to our first story. Like, what do you got for me?
Okay.
Is this going to be young? Because like sometimes we get when they're like a young kid doing crazy stupid shit. Or are you like kind of an adult? Should you have known better for this story?
I was like 17 during this story.
Okay.
By the way, are you the scumbag or are you the scoundrel, or is that like are one of you one? You know what I mean?
No, we don't.
No,
We're both scumbags.
We're
and
both
scoundrels.
scumbags
You're both
and
both.
scoundrels.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're both
cool.
both.
Okay, cool.
So we're able to, open-minded way to look at your story.
Right.
So,
All
you know,
right.
don't
Don't
be
touch it
worried.
too hard.
Okay, fine. So I can't. There are details of this story I have to leave out because it involves something pretty fucked up.
Yeah, man. Hey, leave out whatever details you need to do.
All right, but this happened. So where I'm from, Dundas, Ontario, is very small.
that?
Yeah, it's a very small
By
town
Hamilton,
south of
right?
Hamilton. Yeah,
I live in Hamilton
it's
now.
it's a big tourist destination. It has a lot of cool waterfalls and stuff like that. And the towns that surround it are like better because they have cool, hotter people and like better schools. There's one high school in Dundas, but the towns that surround it, Waterdown, Burlington, Ancaster, like all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we would find ourselves getting invited to high school parties in these towns because of people we knew and whatever.
You're hot
like,
enough.
Or because or sports. It was usually sports. It was
Yeah.
some guy like in my friend would be like, dude, this fucking guy I know is who I played hockey with. This chicks having a party on Friday. We should all go like in a convoy. Like that was our thing. Like we could have like 2 designated drivers, and it was like 3 cars. Me and my weird fucking psycho group of friends
rolling in.
All we would do is go to like metal shows sometimes, and like I started like they introduced me like cigarettes and coffee. I was like the youngest one of the group, and they're like, we're gonna get a pack of Peter Jackson Orange, get a fucking double, and go see a Sight for Sewn Eyes at some church.
Yeah.
I was literally
I love the
awesome,
idea
dude.
of like introducing you to coffee. Like, man, we're getting great. It's fucking 2 a.m. We're getting ourselves a fucking double tonight. Like,
Dude, it was great, and then they would help me. Yeah, like I also had a fake ID. It was my brother's, so like it was fucking locked in. It was great.
Yeah.
We looked like anyway. So we went to a house party up in Ancaster, and Ancaster is very rich, so we were like, okay, so this is gonna be a gorgeous house, and we usually liked fucking around at
we
house
going
parties.
stealing tonight, boys.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. We were like, because every time we go to a party, it was me and my friend. Like it was usually me and my friend Marshall, who I think you met him briefly. He's a really big, tall guy, just loves goofing off.
Yeah.
One time he stole all the forks from a kitchen.
That's so
He doesn't even
funny,
steal
man.
things that are worthwhile. He steals inconvenient things.
He just stole the most useful utensil.
Yeah.
He stole all the forks one time, and then we took the pump soap from the front washroom and did it in everyone's shoes and then left. We were
Party trick.
dude. We were just like, and then leave, like, and then walk out, and then like,
Sick party.
we wouldn't like every time we showed up to a party where we knew the host hated us, we would fuck around.
Hey, I don't want to make crazy accusations, but I think that convoy of 3 cars just put soap in our shoes and bail.
Yeah.
Like, well, what?
Oh my god, yeah.
Was that a prank? Were they trying to be nice?
Yeah,
or
it's
like,
super fucked up. We
kinda
would just like
weird.
take stuff out of the freezer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, and just leave it.
Put stuff in the freezer down into the fridge. No,
we're just gonna thaw anything. This particular party was crazy because Catholic. It was a Catholic high school party, so every girl was
Getting it in the butt.
so hot,
Yeah.
and every guy sucked. And you know what I mean? Like, and the host of this party, she opened the door. She knew the one guy in our friend group. She did not know the 6 guys he had brought. So she looked at me and just went, fuck it. She literally said, "Who's this little
Whoa!
right off the bat?"
Yeah.
And
Hospitality.
I didn't even say
Yikes.
anything. And then
Yikes.
she continued to make fun of everyone else, but not as harsh as
You got it the
to
word,
me.
man.
And like, I don't like saying that word, but like that's what she fucking said to me,
yeah.
man. And it was really annoying.
You're
And it
quoting.
also it started just a horrible trend of me getting called that at most parties throughout high school
Oh, no.
and college because I understand. Yeah, no, I did for sure. Because like I get it. Like there are parts of me where people are like, "Is he gay?"
Yeah.
Well, I'm very metrosexual. I do understand why people have like that assumption. But how easily drunk assholes were just like.
Yeah,
would
just
say
dropping
it,
that bomb,
and,
yeah.
and I'd be like, "What? Like, because of my hair or whatever?"
Yeah,
Like, I don't fucking know.
Why? Because I keep myself well maintained.
Yeah, exactly. Or literally, I would like fucking be like chatting up a dude's girlfriend,
Yeah.
and I'd still get called that and be like, "What?"
I'm about to fuck her tonight.
Yeah,
She wants to go shopping
something
with
like
you,
that.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's up.
exactly. No, I'm trying to get to you. Yeah, exactly. So like, I'm trying to get cool with your girlfriend so I can fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
You don't get it?
That's a great strategy.
You're weird.
You're the weird
You're
one. not
weird,
me.
dude. So yeah, okay. So I'm immediately just embarrassed
Yeah,
at this party. I have like,
yeah. Well, that's a big one to be called at 17. Like when you're like 17 years
but
old.
I remember she was like, she must have played volleyball. Volleyball girls are always taller, like so tall, right? Like in high school, like she was just like a bigger person than I was, and very intimidating and like gorgeous too, if I remember correctly. Like she was like, and all our friends were just like, "Ew, who are like these guys? Like what? Like oh, we think they're from the high school I went to, Highland. They're like they're Highland guys, like." But we were just kind of piggybacking on the one dude we knew who had pull at this party, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, we would lose him, and then we would just walk around, stand there, kind of like fuck with dudes for like my one friend would be like, "Who farted?" and like walk away, like just like stuff like just bored shit.
Great bit.
Just bored shit. And then I got into a beer pong game, and then the girl who said that thing to me at the door, the host of this party, was still just like, "Why the fuck are you still here? Like, you don't even have any friends here." Like, she's just
so
being
mean.
shitty, but so drunk. Like, but I was like, she was
man.
drunk, man. And I remember her boyfriend was a cock too. His name was Troy.
Big time.
Troy.
Yeah, and they were just like rude, and I think they were fighting too, so that probably added to her anger that was coming out towards people who she didn't personally invite to her party. Anyway,
casting her insecurities.
Anyway, I remember her being a super big bitch to my one friend, and then to me, and then like she just said like she literally said to me like, you guys think you're gonna like hook up with any of these girls? You fucking in your dreams. Like she would say crazy shit like that.
Dude. Yeah. She wants you guys to become
Very
incels
malicious.
and shit.
Yeah, it was very fucked up, and like,
Holy.
and her house was immaculate. Like it was fucking, it was beautiful.
Rich bitches.
Yeah, exactly. And then what I did next is, here we go. So you know that main table at a house party. There's tons of empty cups.
Yeah.
Beer cans, bottles, 2 6s, you fucking name it. Picture it. It's a high school party. I took during the party, like while people were just kind of chilling around, like they were playing flip cup, I took a garbage bag from under her sink. I took everything, like all the empties, put it into the garbage bag, and I remember hearing like guys be like, "Oh, this guy fucking cleaning up." And then I went and dumped all of it into the top of her parents' grand piano.
Oh, fuck!
Now, did you unscrew like the caps of the liquor bottles and everything? Or
No,
you just
everything
throw
was
the
already
garbage?
empty. Like
Oh,
I took,
okay,
I only took empties. But you know, there's backwash and everything.
Yeah,
You know, there's
that's just-
shit,
Fuck,
dirty
man.
shit. Like, and I'm
Pianos?
talking like one of the ones that open like that.
That's like a fucking $20,000
That's so
instrument, man.
much.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Fuck, dude.
And then I stole a basketball from her garage.
Yeah. This is
My
mine
friends did it. My friends did something else, and I remember we did all this while she was dealing with like I don't know, like someone broke something and someone's foot was bleeding in the kitchen. So we were like, now's the time, and that's when we did all this shit.
Get the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. and then about a month later, she died in a car accident.
What?
Oh, no.
That's what you get for being a fucking bitch and yelling homophobic slurs. You
Yeah.
piece of shit.
You goddamn bigot. I hope you're rotten in hell.
Yeah, then we.
Just kidding. If you're watching this, your family's watching this. Absolutely not. She was a wonderful person.
They are not. I'm not naming names or anything.
Dude.
Yeah, she's dead now, and that is the
God
only
damn.
interaction I have with her.
Yeah, that's the only way you're ever gonna remember that person.
Dude, I remember being like, my girl's dead. Like, but okay, but also, I think if I do remember correctly, I think it was like about a month that went by between that party and her unfortunate death. I've been wondering what role, like, what was home life like for her?
Yeah, she starts drinking.
If you're that much of a malicious individual,
But,
chances are you don't have the best home life. I feel like. I don't know.
But I like, because I don't remember hearing like much about I heard like there was like swerved into the different like I heard there
Like it seemed intentional.
no like there no like there might have been like drugs or alcohol involved, maybe. That's what I remember hearing throughout whatever the grapevine through all the high schools in this catchment area, right? So I remember being like, what role did me and my friends and like my actions at that party do to like fuck up? Because like obviously she got caught having the party.
Yeah.
I dumped so many fucking empty Molson Canadian Cold shots.
Fuck.
You know
Empty-
what? She
like-
probably did have the place fucking cleaned up spick and span.
And
then they
my
were like,
thing- the thing
and
I-
they were like, you fucking dumped the garbage of your party in our fucking piano.
Right, like because
Like-
I wonder like what I did, like I wonder what played a role like in those weeks before her unfortunate death. I don't know. Like I don't know if I wouldn't
speculation.
say directly involved I am, but like I don't know.
Like a
right? Like it
significant
still
role in
has
her
like
death.
it's eaten at me a little bit. Like I've talked to my friends about it recently and be like, do you remember when we kind of like fucked her life up? And then she died?
Oh,
Like
man.
we like
I mean,
I don't know. Like I don't know what happened. I'm kind of happy not knowing, but still I was like, I wonder
Wait, was one of the...
if me doing that little prank
had like a chain reaction. To
sure,
other
like I
things,
want, like exactly. I don't.
Sure.
Know. I don't know.
I mean, I think that's
Man,
the,
fuck, you never know.
I don't know, but
I
I
think
remember.
that's the natural human fucking characteristic though of like, what is it something that I could have? Everybody is like kind of looking for like. I don't know, like, is it something I did? I would say absolutely not. Like, I
Me
think
too.
inevitably she is for sure getting busted thrown this party, and it probably had absolutely nothing to do. And what you did was hilarious. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's so funny.
But also,
Fuck this
I was
bitch.
talking to
She probably died grounded, too. That sucks.
She was sneaking out on her way to her friend.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe I don't know, but still, I remember like me and my friends talking about it, and we were like, so The only interaction we have ever had with this girl.
There we go.
There you go, Buckaroo. It's still fucked up to think like, okay, the only interaction I had with this girl while she was alive was that.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the thing. And I just remember being like, oh my God. Like we'd be like, dude, remember that girl who was like, think about that. Like, remember that girl who was super mean to us
So
and like
unnecessary.
really nasty to like my face.
Yeah.
She's dead now.
Yeah. Hey man, what goes around is all around, baby.
That's what you get.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's a very unique, fucking bizarre experience.
Very strange. I just remember being like, whoa, that girl's dead?
Yeah,
oh my
it,
Lord.
It definitely is weird to have like that heavy like
Yeah.
that thing that you just
Yeah.
feel deep
Because
down,
I
you're
know
like,
I got
fuck,
her in
yeah.
huge trouble
Yeah.
with her
For
parents.
sure, man. Especially if
Before
she
her
didn't
death.
find, because you're not gonna. In what world do you go? I better check the grand piano just in case. Like,
Dude,
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like, I
you'd
bet
never
it
do
started
that.
to smell.
yeah.
sure.
Oh,
I bet
yeah.
it started
Old
to
rotten
stink.
booze gets fucking stank.
Or her
Old
mom gets
6%
home and-
Molson Canadian cold shots.
Her mom gets home and is like, "Oh, I'm
I
just
didn't
gonna
know
play.
if her parents
I'm gonna
taught piano lessons.
I'm gonna
Like, I
play a
don't
lovely
fucking
sonnet real quick, and then just the
What the fuck? It sounds tinny.
know. That sound of aluminum cans rubbing
just
together.
getting
Yeah,
smacked.
a
exactly.
little out of tune.
This
the
F
piano.
key's weird.
I don't know, Eddie. Like, what do you think? Scumbag, scoundrel.
You're a scoundrel.
I think that's
I mean,
a
unless one of
scoundrel,
your
man.
hilarious pranks was cutting her brakes that night, then I think you're fine.
Then you start treading into scumbag.
If that's a
territory.
terrible part of the story, you left out that. But you know, you're a
Oh no!
scoundrel.
Then a
you're
scumbag.
fine.
I think I'd be a murderer.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, not just a scumbag, but I would be terrified.
Well, synonymous. I mean, she was rude. I mean, still a good prank.
I mean,
but
hey, she was mean.
She was mean.
It's okay. You
Why
can do whatever
wouldn't
want.
you lose your life over being a little nasty while drunk and in high school?
And also, yeah, a young kid that doesn't know any
she was
better.
fucking. She was. I don't. She was around
No
my
excuse,
age. Like,
no
I just remember-
excuse.
I don't know. She might have been a few years older. I don't know. But.
I don't know, man, but at the end of the day, I mean, like, you know, you're a stupid young. Of course, it's fucked up to do that, but it's hilarious to me. Like, I would definitely say 100% scoundrel. That's not the biggest, you know,
It's
that's
just
not the worst thing.
But
I've
it's
heard.
the funniest thing to me because it's like, yeah, I did all that shit to her home because she was mean to me. Now she's dead. That's fucking crazy.
Hey, she
Funny
went
how
to
that
Catholic
works
school.
out.
She's probably in heaven, dude. It's no big deal.
She's kicking it with Jesus.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think that brings us to the first half of our episode here. That was great. That was hilarious.
That was good. I like it.
I shouldn't be. I feel so fucked up just laughing.
It is.
She's dead.
I know, like it is fucked up because like every time there is like this up and down feeling whenever I bring it up with my friends, and they're just like, yeah, but it's like, but we didn't know she was gonna die.
Yeah. Exactly. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Had you
You
known,
don't know. She was just really mean to like new folks
Yeah.
at her house.
and you would be like you would never be the first person in the world to be like, I'm gonna play a prank on you for being a piece of shit to me.
And it's
you
not
know,
like
it's-
the cops had like questions.
yeah.
The party was wait, did she have a party recently?
Yeah,
like, there's not like they're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, nothing ever came back around.
I think inevitably, whether you did that or not, she was getting in this accident. Like I think that was
yeah,
just
it's
what was
it's
gonna
just
Yeah.
life.
That's
yeah,
that's just the unfortunate reality of what
yeah.
fucking
Poor girl in life,
is,
you know.
Yeah, you know, but still really fucking funny.
But
Yeah.
also like,
That's
but
crazy.
also like maybe because of me and my friends, she died without her parents' trust. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like
Come
that
on,
kind of thing.
man. Don't throw that on me.
At the funeral, they're like, ever since that
I
party,
know,
I
I'm
knew she
also
was
be-
a fuck up. Like,
Right, like exactly, like maybe because I've always wondered like what the fuck was the tension like in that household?
yeah. Oh man.
But you know what? I bet you it was always high. Like I bet
Maybe.
she was always just like on the like. I bet you the reason why she was so malicious and fucking nasty all the time is because her parents were constantly didn't have any trust or love for her
Maybe.
already.
Yeah,
And it was
maybe.
like this constant like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And it's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm leaving and I'm getting fucked up and I'm gonna drive over. You know, I would say honestly it's more on the parents than at that point. Like,
Yeah, they're scumbags.
yeah, we don't know anything about these. They could have been the most lovely.
Her blood is on your hands. All right. On that note, let's take a moment of silence and take a break.
Take
do
a
it.
moment of silence.
We're really rolling now.
Oh, we're really fucking rolling. Chords are swinging.
There it is.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Nice.
There we go.
All right.
Now that's a podcast.
That's what podcast is all about.
We want
Welcome
that
back.
100 mil,
Part
baby.
2. Yeah, we had a good one in that first one. And you know, all joking aside, obviously we were laughing about it, but you know, that's a very sad story, but it's funny. It's one of those sad stories that you're like, come on, You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. But it is. I my heart goes out to the family, I guess. But it's like, man, that's like.
It's still pretty funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's still pretty crazy.
Yeah. Now you were saying you got another. Is this one crazier? Like what?
This one's pretty fucking stupid and irresponsible.
Good man.
Okay.
I like this.
Are you a teenager again in this scenario?
Yep, 17.
Oh, that's seven. That was a hell of a year for you.
Buddy.
When I was 17.
I was a mess. No, you know what? I might have been 18 because it was between first and second year of Humber. And when I got to Humber, I was 17.
How? You must have a really late birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
November.
Okay.
So when I got to Humber, I was 17. Finished the first year 18. Then went back home for the summer. Worked a 9 to 5. Would probably get drunk with my friends every single night.
Yeah, as you do.
Had a license. So here we go. I went to a
wonder where this is going.
yeah, man. No, like if my parents are listening to this, stop.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking this. I'm pulling this back out. Turn it off right now.
Yeah.
Because like even though this story is pretty old, and like most of the stuff involved with it like isn't even like in our lives anymore. Turn this fucking turn this podcast off. Stop listening, right? For
you
sure.
don't want to hear your little.
Get out of here, mom and dad.
Yeah, your youngest. Do this. My dad had like a pretty cool car.
What was it?
It was a cool BMW.
Okay.
It was just fun to drive. And
so he was about newer model cars.
Yeah,
he wasn't an oldie guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wish he had a muscle car, but still, I remember just being like, this is cool, and this could probably get me fucking laid.
100%.
And it did. And it's and again, spoiler, it fucking did. So, and the sound system was sick too. And I would usually be the designated driver because I would be like, fuck it, right? And I liked driving people around. I liked having like 4 drunk girls in the back being like, yeah, where do you live? Fucking just blasting music, kind of keeping the party going for the ride home. I enjoyed doing that. But there was one particular night where I went to a house party. I didn't drive there. And I got home super drunk. And you know when you're super drunk and you're like, I need 3 or 4 junior chickens so I could go to sleep, right? So what I did was I went upstairs, grabbed the key off the hook. You put it, it's the no keys push to start thing. So you put the key in and you need to have your foot on the brake pedal to turn the thing on. So all I remember was turning the car on, and then I woke up the next morning.
Ooh, man.
Whoa.
Oh.
Did you retrace your steps at all? Do you know where
Dude,
you
I woke up I slept in the basement at that point because I was only living there for the summer before I went back to school. Yeah, this sucks. I haven't talked about this like ever. But you guys got it. So
exclusive.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, it's also so illegal and irresponsible. So I woke up, there's the yellow wrapper from the Junior Chickens all around my room. And I was like, all right, so I got that done.
Thank God I got some food into this.
So I was like, okay, so that's check.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see the basement window. I couldn't see the driveway. So I had to walk. And you know when you wake up so early when you're hungover, your body just naturally does that. Yeah. It's like 6 a.m. And I'm just like, God, there's dew on the ground and shit. And my parents are still, my dad and my stepmom are still sleeping. And I was like, if I look out this window and I see a totaled car, like what am I gonna? And I look out the window and the BMW's backed into the driveway, which it never was.
Showing off.
All the windows are down. But it's parked like nice, but it's like it's a wet, misty morning.
Yeah.
So everything in the leather's all wet and all 4 windows are down and it's backed in, which no one has ever parked like that ever in my household.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I'll take it. But I was still just like,
could have been worse.
And I remember my hat was on the front seat and I was like, okay, I'll take that. And I like low key, like while my parents are still sleeping, backed it out. Still should not have been doing.
Yeah. Still hammered.
Yeah, still hammered for sure. Rolled up on the windows, wiped down this like just because it was kind of wet from the dew. And then I was like, okay. And then I went back to bed, and I really I didn't go back to sleep, but I went back to my bed. Mm-hmm. And I remember being like, okay, so I literally don't remember anything. But what that means is, while blackout drunk, I drove about 12 minutes to McDonald's.
To get those McDonald's.
To the 12 minutes.
Yeah.
To blackout.
Wild, dude.
To a drive-through, right? Ordered, spoke to someone.
Yeah.
Had to deal with red lights, stop signs, green lights, turn signals. Like I did all of that. Don't remember a second of it.
Yeah.
And that fucks me up like every
that's
like
terrifying.
I remember being like and oh no there and then back.
Yeah.
And also the McDonald's in my town, it busted a lot of drunk drivers. Because you know how when you order shit at McDonald's, if they have hot fries, they'll make you pull and wait. They do that for drunk drivers on purpose, so they can have time. So they can have time to call.
Wow.
Didn't do that with me, or maybe they did, and I skirted out of there. I don't fucking know.
Fuck, yeah.
I don't know. I literally do not know to this day.
Yeah.
It fucks me up like crazy because like I drove that, I did it, and then I came back, and like knowing me, I probably like hooked up my phone and put on music too.
Yeah.
Like no, like I did, and then backed in.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
And then also realized like, okay, so that means that even when I'm blackout drunk, I'm still like, hi, how are you? I'll get 3 junior chickens.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Or you just
debit, right? Like just at the like, and like look probably someone in the
man.
face.
Yeah. Is this a 24-hour McDonald's? Is this or yeah? So like, there's also a good chance that you had like a person there that was just like, I really just don't give a shit.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
hey buddy, you are not okay, and I couldn't care less about you. So
Man.
off you go.
Drunk drive this thing into me so I can go home.
Yeah, seriously. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'll never forget just pushing the start button on the car and then
that's
just
it.
waking up the next morning and
Yeah.
then just being like,
Fuck, man.
you wake up hungover, you're like, It's
Your,
just like
your
that.
mouth is so dry.
You're
your face, you
disgusting.
feel
Yeah,
like
you got
shit.
gross hung mouth.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
Dude.
Yeah, I
Tastes like
don't
absolute
remember a
cigarette.
second of it, but I got it done.
I love too, like 12 minutes. Like that's a
It
hell
was
of a
about
drive.
it was
You were
like,
on the road for 24 minutes.
Yeah, it was about 10 or 12 minute drive.
Maybe less because you were probably speeding.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
yeah.
every green light. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really fun car to drive, but
Yeah.
I don't remember that particular time
Yeah.
driving it. But my dad doesn't even have that car anymore. He isn't like it's like we don't even live in that house anymore. It's a lot of shit has happened since. I feel like this would be worse if like all the things like it would fuck with. Even if he did hear this, he'd be more fucked with more to like know that I did that. But like still, it's like not like we don't live in that house. Fuck that town. We don't even reside there anymore. It's just like whoa, dude. Small town drunk driving is so real.
It's a very rampant thing, and I always
It's just
laugh.
driving a lot
I
of
always
the
laugh.
time.
I
Yeah.
always get advice on how to drink and drive from old time guys, but the advice is never to not do it.
Right.
So it's always like, you put peanut butter in the roof of your mouth, you take out the liquor.
Yeah, keep Jiffy in the fucking glove box.
Yeah.
Make sure you're always like if you're gonna have a beer while you're driving, make sure it's only one.
Yeah.
Seatbelts, yup.
Yeah.
And like, what else? There's like,
I mean, that's like,
kinda it, like-
and a lot of the like, 'cause
be super low key.
I've also heard like the stay 5 above the speed limit because then you're less like sketchy. Like, 'cause if you're
Right.
driving the speed limit or less, people might be like, well, the cops might be
that's-
like, why the
wow.
fuck are they
That
going?
is so true because
Yeah, so
I
they go,
fucking
if it's a 90 zone, 95, 60 zone,
Yeah,
65,
dude.
like,
I'd always drive the speed limit. Like I'm scared of cops.
yeah.
And I get pulled over so much more than everyone I know, and everyone I know speeds like crazy. It's
Yeah.
because I'm a fucking safe guy.
Yeah,
dude.
you're driving slow. Exactly, because when you see that, you're like, oh, this guy might be hammered or stoned or whatever it
And
is
then
because you're being
yeah.
overly cautious. You're
Right,
like,
right.
oh, please don't fucking pull me
And then they
over.
roll up to the window and they see me, and then they're like, "Have you been smoking marijuana tonight, sir?"
It
This
smells.
guy rocks.
Yeah, they go, well, sir, you have yourself a blessed day.
Hey,
That
buddy,
was
didn't
it.
know you were such a chill dude. You're on your way, my
Wow,
friend.
you're actually wicked mossy.
Yeah.
You want a drink? You want a drink?
Hey, what are you doing later? Me and the
Yeah.
boys are coming out again at the beer.
You seem like a cool guy. I'm getting wicked fucked up later when my shift's done.
Hey, you guys hiring? I'm looking for work,
yeah,
dude.
man, hey, man, I could use the job. Yeah,
I
that-
hate a lot of people. Can I be a cop?
there is like that was like those were the nights that would give me the most anxiety of like where you just wake up and you go, what happened?
But
Like,
it sucks because I wish I didn't remember the fact that I
turn on
started
the car.
the car.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it would have been way funny if you just walked downstairs and be like, weird that Dad parked the car in backwards and left the windows down.
Also would have been
like-
busted, right?
Yeah, he'd be like, hey, Dad, why'd you do that? I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking? I didn't do shit. Were you driving last night?
Yeah,
Like,
it's for sure would have happened.
uh-oh.
Yeah, it's
Where did I
just-
get these McChickens or McDoubles or whatever?
Oh
Like,
my
what
god,
the
it was
fuck?
awesome.
Yeah.
But like it sucks. I was like, I don't remember driving. I don't remember eating. Damn it. Like that was
yeah.
what the fuck. I just wasted so much time.
I'm just glad
I'm
you did
so
go.
fucking
dude.
happy I didn't get busted, man. I
Yeah.
can't believe that. I
Oh,
can't believe I
Yeah,
that.
dude, that would
That's-
have been an
Hey, you
expensive
could
trip.
have fucking turned up like the girl from the last story, man. That's like
Yeah,
that
dead.
Yeah.
that shit
Yeah.
is
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a bigot, but
Yeah, or
yeah.
fucking worm food. Yeah.
worm food.
Yikes, dude.
become one with the earth. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Just
circle of
absolutely
life.
croaked.
Yeah. So how big was the no wait, sorry, Dundas is where you're from.
Yeah.
How big of a town is that roughly?
It's like maybe 10,000 people.
okay, so it is like
Probably 20,000 now, but
yeah.
I don't really know.
It
It's
is
very
like
small.
a relatively large.
If that was if I got caught,
Yeah.
my dad'd be like, "Well, we're gonna move now, okay?
Yeah.
Like we're moving."
You've ruined my reputation.
He's like, "Well, we're moving, okay? I
Yeah,
can't
that's
coach
tough.
stuff anymore."
yeah.
Because you're in between where like it's you know
aren't you
Yeah.
that boy, your
Hey,
boy
you're
just
joyriding.
yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about.
it's small enough where people know you, but not small enough where they're proud of you to get away with drinking and driving.
One of my
you know?
friends from high school, I'm not gonna name him because he's trying to live a life now. He was the designated drunk driver one night.
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I remember the DDDs.
He was the DDD, yeah. And he drove his friend's mom's white Dodge Journey onto the front porch and through the front door of a house.
No.
Yikes! What a
And
journey,
everybody,
dude.
nice. And nice.
Had to sneak it in.
Yeah, and everyone knew, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, like literally teachers were like, "Hey, Will," like, you know, I'll just said his name, fuck.
buddy.
whatever, he's fine, he's cool,
Yeah,
it's
we don't
fine.
have the last name. It's okay.
It's okay, he's cool, but like it was literally just like, "Hey, you want to take a drive?" I'm just kidding. Like literally, it went through everybody, right?
yeah.
And like I remember our friend's mom like didn't get rid of the car, like got it fixed,
Yeah.
but like every time we would see it, we would just be like, it was poor woman was just trying to drive to work, and then like
There's
you'd
old
see,
porch
like,
car.
you'd see teenagers be like looking good, wouldn't be able to tell that went through someone's fucking home. Oh really? Wasn't that the car that awoken a family?
Yeah. So did he get like what? Did he get any charges pressed against him?
Yeah,
Or? Okay.
can't drive until he's like fucking 50. I think. I don't know, but I remember he like got this like weird level of fame
Yeah.
in the town, and like it reached other high schools, like the high school party that we went to. Like I'm sure other people in that grade in that realm like heard about. Like it was just weird. Like you have this weird thing of like this weird feeling of celebrity in this small town like culture, because you're just like you hear about a guy and then you meet him, right? Like that's that's basically what a celebrity is like at a local weird level. And it's so strange because he was just like sad and like annoyed and like probably felt shame, but
I just ruined my
but
life.
he basked in like, which is probably the best way to go, like mentally. Like he was.
What else are you supposed to do?
I remember him being.
Yeah.
I remember just him being like, "Yeah, that was me," like owning the shit out of it. Just but like most people were like, "Jesus, man, relax." But then like all the boys were just like, all his boys were like, well, it's fucking legendary. And we're like, really, man? Because that house is still, we drive by it.
Yeah,
and just
that house is
construction.
still
We just
fucked.
saw it. Like, it was like that for months. It
That
was
actually
fucking
really
crazy.
sucks. that's really
Yeah.
incredibly
Yeah,
inconvenient
exactly.
for that family.
Yeah. It scarred them for life.
That actually happened to my grandparents. They were like, and they lived in like outside of Wolfsburg on a dirt road, like in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they are not even close to the road.
Wow.
Like, this guy
Holy.
drove into their fucking.
Homie
He must have thought it was his place or something like that. But I remember hearing about that. Like he fucking drove right into their music room, and it was like,
That's
how
crazy.
the fuck do you even get like?
There's
the
nothing-
river,
yeah.
there's the road. And then
The river.
there's their house. I was like, they're not even on the road. I was
The
like,
river, though. I like that.
Yeah.
The crick.
The river?
The river.
There was the river.
It wasn't the crick. It was the big Sydenham.
Oh,
Down in Wolfsburg is
the
big over
Sydenham.
there. Yeah,
Oh,
big old
Wolfsburg.
Sydenham.
Highfalutin.
Yeah, I can hear a bullfrog calling me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was so crazy. We were just like, how the fuck did that?
And
even
it's not like there's a lot of hills.
No,
It's flat. Like you
You're
had to
just
almost
so
aim for
blind.
the
Well,
house.
along the river there, the road winds with the river, right? So it's
they're
like
right
this
on
guy
it.
fucking veering, but still, he has to travel a solid 50 to 60 meters to hit the house.
Right. Oh my
Like, and it was
God.
like, how-
Dude.
What a
What?
drunk driver.
Yeah, now that, my friend, that's legendary
Now
status.
that is a drunk driver, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
don't even know how he hit the house,
Yeah.
but he did.
That's immediately, even at that age, because I was only like 8 or 9, and I remember even thinking to myself at that age, be like, how? How are you so bad at driving that you, I don't care how fucking drunk you are. Like, what?
There's so much time to hit the brakes.
Like, he's probably like,
So much time.
oh shit, the river!
So much time to either
spins the wheel.
yeah. So much time to hit the
Oh,
brakes or miss
man.
the house.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck,
Jesus Christ.
dude.
Well, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, and especially in those small towns, like anything like that just travels around like you would not believe, right? Like you were saying, legendary status, like, yeah, I would even say, because like when you say 20,000, 10,000, like that's kind of a big town to me. Like in our town of like fucking 100, like
There's
100
5,000
to 1,000. Like,
Yeah.
well, Petroleum was 5,000, but like all the surrounding towns were roughly
Oh,
1,000.
yeah.
100
And it was
to
like,
1,000.
yeah, it was like, well, Shetland was 50.
Shetland's
I think.
50. I'm
Yeah.
in Rutherford. That's probably 40, 45
Yeah,
people.
in that kind of area,
Wow.
like all of these little, you can't even call them towns.
They're not
really.
tauns.
Yeah.
There used to
So
be a
everybody
store there.
knows
It's a
everything.
stretch of families.
Yeah,
Pretty
That's
much.
what it is.
It's usually there's like 5 houses. There used to be a store there in 1850, so they gave it a name, and then now you have Edie's Mills for some reason.
Yeah, no, we got Edie's Mills. Not literally just like 4 houses on a road. I was like, did we have to validate a sign
Is
for
this-
this? Like,
They've got a mayor.
why? Like, yeah,
I'm
it
the
was
mayor
so-
of the house.
I am the mayor of Edie's Mills. We're putting in a toll road right here.
See, this is a interesting one too. Since you're blackout young, you don't remember it. Like, I don't know if I would consider that a scumbag thing either. Like, I really don't think you had control of your.
I think I would.
Yourself. Yeah.
I think I would give myself a
That's
scumbag
incredibly
on that one.
irresponsible. Don't get me wrong, but the
Yeah.
fact that you just don't even remember at all what happened is like
Like, I want to know, like, how I
Yeah.
was in that drive-through so badly. I want to know. Like,
sounds like
'cause
you crushed it.
right? Because also, like, in a drive-through, already when you're sober, you're like, oh, fuck, I don't want to hit my mirror. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
always
Drive-throughs
like
are
that.
tight, man. That's
And I did it. I remember looking, I was like, no fucking scratches. I was like, no fucking
no
way.
scratches,
I was like,
yeah.
no way,
dude,
nothing.
dude.
Nailed it. But still was
It was
like
the perfect storm.
But still was like, don't ever do this again,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
really happy I wasn't one of those people being like, oh, so I can get away with this every
Exactly,
time. Like, I'm
yeah.
really happy I wasn't like one of those people.
I was happy to, yeah, exactly, that you didn't fuck up.
Guys, guess
and you were
what?
still
I was
like-
blackout drunk driving last night, and I didn't hit anything. Let's do it
Do it,
again.
yeah.
Run it back.
Yeah.
No fucking way. Like, I can't do that.
You got good odds.
He learned. See, he learned from his errors.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. This one to me is more of like a middle like half scumbag, half
Right.
scoundrel. You know, it's
Right.
like that's,
Yeah.
Because
that's
lights were
crazy.
on, but no one was
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
You were moving, but you weren't there. You
Yeah.
know, that's
Wow.
Yeah, you're a scoundrel, man. I mean, yeah, okay, let's just get it out of drinking and driving is bad.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah,
scumbag
guys,
if you're
let's
drinking
get
and
it out of the
driving.
way.
I know some of y'all don't know this. You might think it's not, but it is bad.
Like here, a couple rules of the road. Seatbelts are good. Don't drink and drive, you know.
and
Don't,
go
seriously don't.
at least the speed limit. If you're going under, I will have road rage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Hey,
be-
go a little faster all
yeah,
the time.
please God.
Keep it moving.
But it is like it is funny though, because the reason that I don't really consider you a scumbag is because I know adult men that are still doing this all of the time. Like,
Right.
you are a
Yeah.
17-year-old stupid ass kid. We can all understand that. We've all been there. We've all been those. Like, I can forgive that, but it's like you see, like there's some. I don't want to say any names, obviously, but there's like some men somehow are on like their 5th DUI, and I'm like, are we not
Yeah.
locking this guy up?
I
Like,
don't
are we not-
understand how
does
that
he keep getting
happens,
his
man.
license back? Who the
Absolute
fuck is letting
liability.
him do this?
So
Like,
crazy,
this
dude.
guy's a liability on the road. He's always drunk. And we had a partial baseball coach one year, and he would just show up to our games and our practices hammered every time. And I was like, hey man, and I was like learning pitching, and he was so drunk the one day. So I was he's like, hey, he's like sitting, he's like, pitch at me, and I was like, okay.
Pitch at me.
I was like, all right. And I had the speed, I didn't have the fucking accuracy, and I whipped one in and I wailed it off his fucking face. And I was like,
Whoa, really?
and he goes, fuck yeah, I don't know, fucking throw another one. And I was like, okay, like what the fuck? I was
That
like,
felt pretty good.
You
I was
need to go home and go to bed is what you need to do. But you need to walk this one off because that's gonna hurt tomorrow when you have your
Hey,
senses back.
excuse me, sir. Take your base.
Oh,
Sorry, take
yeah.
that. Thank you.
Take your base.
We're all
Yeah,
right.
you're welcome. Big sports guy. Here we go.
I know the lingo.
I know it's. I know. Here we go.
Well, I think that kind of wraps up. I think it brings us to the end of our episode. That was pretty good, man. That was really fun. That was hilarious.
Thank you.
And if your parents are watching,
Yeah.
like and subscribe to the show,
Yeah,
please.
like and subscribe to our
need
YouTube
it.
channel if you want
need
to hear
it.
more kids make terrible
Sorry.
decisions.
Sorry about all
Yeah,
that
sorry,
stuff.
mom and dad.
Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't do similar things like that too, right? I mean, you know,
I know they did too.
yeah, of course they did. Back in those days,
I
you
know
could
they
really
did.
just drink and drive all of the
Yeah,
time, and nobody cared.
I think everyone's washer fluid was liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Bus
literally-
Actually, like I
drivers,
think like they'd be like, watch this when I squirt this thing. Like that's how they got fucked up. Like, yeah, exactly.
Like a
People
dog out the window.
used to drink and drive so much that pilots would just do it.
Yeah.
Like they're like, well, I'm driving too, kind of like a
It
fucking.
was such a normalized
Get
thing.
a couple
and you
beers.
talked to, I remember even talking to one of the foremen that I worked with in the oil field, and he was
Drink,
like,
smoke, and just fucking play a game and
Yeah.
just like read while driving.
and
yeah.
if cops found you drinking and driving or drinking in the parking lot and you're about to hop in your truck, they would literally come in and all they would say would be like, guys, you gotta go home. Like, don't drink. You know, it was like technically totally against the rules, but it was cool. It was fine. And cops would straight up just be like, just get on going home.
Yeah,
like
go
they were
home.
encouraging you to hop in your vehicle and get the fuck out of
Home's an
Dodge.
hour away.
Yeah.
Well, let's just hope nothing happens.
Yeah, hey.
But you
out of
better-
my jurisdiction,
But
buddy.
you better go home.
There's a lot of roundabouts. You sure should be. I'll
I
be
don't
fine.
like responsibility.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's bonkers. It's fucking, especially small communities. Everybody does
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Everyone does
Yeah,
it.
you know.
Jesus.
Don't worry. I'll take the back roads. I know the road. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
okay.
the back roads.
She turned
Did
off.
you turn off on it? Oh, did we hit? Oh, we did hit 20 minutes. Anyways, yeah. Well, that's hilarious to have that back on. If we wrapped up 30 seconds ago, it would have been perfect. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Like and subscribe and follow Dean Hebscher on Instagram and Facebook, Twitter.
We'll have
and
all his
Clean
links
Hamster.
in the
Yeah, Clean
the
Hamster,
video.
the podcast. It's
Yeah,
great. I do
it's
it every
great.
single
Yeah.
Monday, and it's a lot of stories that are similar to the
Also,
two
I
just told.
I
so.
love your Clean Hamster Instagram page. It's hilarious.
Isn't it
Yeah,
fucking great?
It's so stupid. I love
It's
it.
fucking nuts. None of
yeah.
you are allowed to follow that because if you're not a close friend, fuck off.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Don't follow.
It's
Don't
only
follow.
for
My
you're
bad,
not
yeah,
allowed to.
Yeah, yeah
That account has like 6,000 requests.
Really?
For follows
That's
because
so
I mentioned
funny,
it
dude.
before, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't.
I
It's
can't.
not. It's only for close
Well,
friends.
because you guys also have like a fan base of young people too,
Yes,
right? Like
yeah.
you don't want
yeah.
them following
There's
that
stuff
again.
that's not for them. That's all
Yeah,
it is. It's just like
100%,
if you're not
yeah.
a close friend, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I can't let
yeah.
you follow the account. So yeah, that's the way it goes.
All right, awesome, man. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming in, buddy. That was
Anytime.
great. Yeah,
Thank
that
you,
was a
guys.
lot
I
of fun.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next.
Take care, everybody.